if we talk about the role of HEIs, which means private HEIs and public, if you may, including state universities and colleges, that is clearly defined by law. Their role in the implementation of senior high school. So what may be their role? Number one, they may offer senior high school program, specifically to use the facilities that will be made available because of the group of students that should be proceeding to first year college for the school year 2016 to 2017, and first year and second year college for the school year 2017 to 2018. That instead of proceeding to college, this batch of cohorts will now go to K to 12. So anong solusyon po doon? Pwede silang mag-offer ng senior high school to use their facilities and the HEI professors that should be teaching in those years of college. Number one. Number two, how will we make this happen? DepEd may enter into some form of agreement with these HEIs, public and private HEIs, to do this for them under the GASPE, government assistance to students and teachers in private education scheme. So if we will look for something written, you could look at the K-12 law. The provisions saying that during the transition years, DepEd should talk with the HEIs so as to cushion the impact of this implementation to our HEIs. That's the provision. It's as general as that. Number two, that GASPE, there's a separate provision there. Kasi GASPE, as we speak right now, is only up to fourth year high school or grade 10. Is now expanded. The way it is even articulated, we even include elementary, but we want like to construe it as only senior high school, to include senior high school. So that is something that is already in writing. So under that concept of GASPE, we are now looking at 15,000 to 22,000 subsidy to each for each student in senior high school for private HEIs. Okay. Right now, as we speak, is 10,000 sa first year to fourth year high school. Senior high school, we're looking at 15 to 22,000. In the case of SUCs, we are looking 50 to 60% of whatever we want to give our private HEIs. Kailangan klaro. May senior high school, halimbawa Ateneo, kailangan klaro ito, makakala lahat sasagutin ng gobyerno. Fourth year ngayon, grade 10, or by 2015 to 2016, grade 10 sila. So, 2016 to 2017, grade 11. Will government pay for them? The answer is no. So, meron tayong private senior high school system, tulad sa nangyayari ngayon, at meron ding public. Yung public senior high school system will be free because it is going to be managed by DepEd. Katulad ngayon, meron din tayong public high school system, hindi ba? Pag pumasok sa public high school system natin, libre yun. So kung pasok sila sa DepEd Public Senior High School, libre yun. You don't even talk about 50 or 22,000. Now, when we map our schools, we know that not all our junior high schools can offer senior high school. Tanggap namin yan. Why? Maybe there's no buildable space to begin. For example, you're in Quezon City, Ramon Magsaysay High School or Batasan National High School. Can they offer senior high school? Now, I don't want them, ayokong pangunahin sila. Pero kung sasabihin nila, hindi kaya kasi there's additional facilities to build it. They have additional facilities to construct for grades 11 to 12. So they cannot. So tanggap namin yun. So saan namin dadalhin sila? So pwede sila pumunta sa private senior high school under the GASPE system, assuming na sila nga yung mga grupo ng estudyante na dapat papasok ng public senior high school. Kaya lang hindi namin ma-accommodate. So we have to put them somewhere. So private senior high school under the GASPE, that's the law. SUCs or private HEIs. But not all those who are going to private HEIs. For example nga, Ateneo, yung facilities na gagamitin nila for first year and second year college nila, yung offer sa senior high school, hindi namin babayaran yun. Hindi namin babayaran yun. Dahil kung yung mga papasok din naman dun, yung mga nagbabayad din naman. Unless they qualify under our GASPE system, then they may be. We'll enter into an agreement with SUCs, what I said. So they should get like 50 to 60% of whatever we are willing to give to private HEIs or private senior high school under the GASPE program. We will enter into some agreement with this SUC. Under the law, it should be sustained, and we will give it. That's all the assurance that we could give. That's all the assurance that we could give. And when they get that, it will be sustained. I mean, that's the best statement that I could possibly give. Because that's the intention. That's the intention of the law. Yung SUCs will be like our public senior high school. Kaya nga lang, imbis na pumunta sila doon sa Ramon Magsaysay, Manila, dahil hindi nga kayang i-accommodate lahat ng mga nagtapos sa iba kung saan man magmumula, doon sila pupunta siguro sa ating PUP sa Santa Mesa, Manila. Now, if they will say, I don't know how to argue with that. Isang taon lang yan eh. So I don't know where you're coming from. So what will make you convinced? Because right now, if you talk about how we are doing our GASPE, we're giving that from first year hanggang fourth year. Forget about K to 12 right now. If you talk about GASPE program, not with SUCs, but with private high schools, because that's the law. From first year, pag nag-GASPE ka hanggang fourth year, tatapusin mo. So that's what we're also saying with SUCs. How many incoming senior high school students will be proceeding to grade 11 by 2016 to 2017? That's fact number one. Number two, we know more or less which of our existing junior high schools, if you may, can accommodate them. Number three, having said that, we know when we say we could accommodate, we're not saying it's already there. We know how many more classrooms do we need to construct to accommodate the students. Number four, Mr. President, we know that we cannot accommodate all. And therefore, we know how many of the students cannot be accommodated by our public senior high school system. Number five, Mr. President, what is now our strategy to deal with this? We now have this GASPE system where we will provide some subsidy, where we will talk to private high school, senior high school. Now, we need to know now how much PUP can accommodate and which particular track. Kasi pinafactor in na po namin yan. Ngayon, now I will ask, after saying that, dapat wag po silang mangamba.